Thank you. Good evening. How you guys doing? All right. We're going to talk to you about the triangle, which I'm sure many of who all knows, who has some information or studied some of the triangle in this group already. All right. Not a lot, so that's good. Because in order to master and learn the triangle, you have to have what Tex Winter called the beginner's mind. All right? You have to have the beginner's mind. It doesn't matter if you're Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Pau Gasol, some of the greatest talents we've seen play this game. If you don't come into this with the beginner's mind, it's going to be very tough to learn it and execute the fundamentals and skills necessary to be successful. And that's what this offense is all about. It's not about plays. It's not about play calling. The triangle is a set of actions that when you take one action away, there's an equally effective reaction. Does everybody understand that? You take our first action away, there's an equally effective reaction. All right, but one of the myths of the triangle that I'm sure many of you who've watched it, it's not a walk it up half-court offense. If you go back to our teams with the Lakers in 2009, 2010 when we won the NBA championship, I think in 2008 when we lost to Boston, I think we led the NBA in scoring at 109 points a game. All right? So what we're going to talk about here tonight is how you play in transition into the triangle offense. All right? Because we want to break down that mythology of this being a walk it up, hammer the ball inside, play really slow offense. What this offense allows you to do is to explore the skill set that you have developed throughout your career. That's why you've seen guys like Michael and Kobe especially flourish in this offense. And you guys also know we work for Derek Fisher. And I think everybody in here knows Derek's resume and all the success he had playing in this offense. What we like to say about the triangle is when you have a guy like a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, this offense is not for them. It's for the other guys. For the guys who don't have as easy a time creating their own offense, all right, aren't allowed the creativity within the game to do the things that a Kobe and a Michael are allowed to do. All right, so tonight we're going to take you through the transition game and how we run and flow into the triangle. All right, it's a non-traditional way of playing. How many of you in your transition game use a three-lane break? Two wings, point guard pushing, trailing big, post lane sprinting big. All right, one of the differences in the triangle is you can run that way as well, but you also, the basic format that Tex Winter used was a four-lane break. Two guards, two wings, and if the five-man rebounds, what we call a bounder, what many of you refer to as a trailer. All right? Which allows for you to have bounder offer screens, which is basically a drag. All right, so we're going to show you how we flow in a four-lane fast break. All right, so we'll show you the four-lane break. Then we'll take you through how, out of that four-lane break, once you exhaust all five options, because the triangle allows you to have five options every time the ball is swung. All right, so once we go through those five options, we will then take you into the triangle itself, strong side, sideline triangle, and the two pass options out of it that make this offense so difficult to guard. We ready to go? All right, let's get our five guys out. All right, so the first thing that happens, obviously, in order to have transition, I know everybody thinks that Phil Jackson was just an offensive genius, but I got to work for him, and I can tell you that he coached more defense than offense. All right, and the reason we were so good was because we got stops, we got the rebound, and then we had a format to run out of. So let's just say that we have our 3, 4, and 5 in here in a rebound triangle. All right, Josh has the ball. We won't have him shoot because he doesn't miss a whole lot. All right, so we'll have him miss on purpose inside. We're going to do this where the five-man rebounds the basketball. All right, so just so you guys understand, here's our 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's our 1. All right, and to put it in the triangle terminology, wings, posts, 2 guards. All right, we're not really a number-based system. All right, so here we go. Ball goes up. 5-man rebounds it. Our wings bust out. Our guards should be in here at the elbows when the shot goes up. As soon as those wings bust out, they step. Now, once they get to half court, and they're going to slow down, all right, just so I can do an explanation. Let's say the outlet goes to the 1-man who stepped off the lane. The 5-man is going to be slow up the floor. We want this 1-man, you see all that open space up there? If he doesn't immediately throw this ball ahead, we want him to attack this middle third of the floor. So here he comes on his push in this middle third of the floor. Our other guard is staying in what we call a lag position, 2 to 3 feet behind the line of the basketball to allow all of this to develop. And the 5-man, we want him, excuse my language, to work his ass off to get this rebound and not worry about busting up the court, all right, and trying to be the first one down. So here we come on our push. Our first look is to throw ahead to this wing on the strong side. If we throw that ball ahead, we have a principle we call direct line principle. If he has a direct line to the basket, which means no defender in front of him, he absolutely has to take it. It doesn't matter who it is. So as coaches, we have a responsibility to develop the skills of all of our players. We should be able to throw this ball to Pau Gasol on a wing run and have him be able to put the ball down and go finish. That's our responsibility. All right, so he would take it in, and he would go in and finish. If for any reason the defense stepped up and his penetration was taken away, he should be able to stop with the basketball under control, with our lead guard coming into what we call a lag position in the sweet spot, which is about right here, 1 step off the pro lane, and now you would throw back to him. He's going to carry the threat of the shot. If he has this shot, for most of you guys guards, this should be a 60, 70% shot, all right? If he doesn't have that shot, our weak side guard, who is also running in this pro lane, he's going to trail into what we call lag position, and we call this the garden spot. So now here he comes into the garden spot as he carries the threat of his shot, and now here's our third shot opportunity right here. He's carrying the threat. If we don't have that shot, we look at our weak side wing who's running on his 45 about right there. Now we throw the ball to him. He may have a shot. As this ball goes from guard to guard, by that time, here comes the big dog running down the middle of the floor. We want to give him a look. You may give him a look. You might pass out of your shot to him because his man may be over in a load or some other situation. Here comes the big guy down the floor. We can throw it into him. He can go to work. If the ball stays with you and you don't throw it into the big fella and you lag it back out to this guard who should, after your pass to him, you should step even further out, right? So now, once we throw the ball back out there, the break is now done. Transition is over. You're going to flatten out to the corner. You're going to come into what we call the post position, and we have a term that we call line of deployment. So that means that our post man, we're not worried about him being on the block. We want him in a position where he's between the ball and the basket, because this is the hardest position to guard. Because if I choose to guard him this way, what are you going to do with that backside wide open? Throw it to that corner, and we'll go what we call cornering in. All right? But as this is developing, our lead guard is getting to the top of the floor. Our weak side forward, I like this, that he's been trained to do this. But what we do is a little different. He's going to do what we call from this corner, he's going to now narrow the floor and get to the weak side forward spot, which is about a step off the lane in line with this middle hash mark. All right? This is the most important player in the offensive system, the guy on the backside reading everything. All right? Because wherever there's pressure, we have pressure releases and guys to step. All right? But before we get into the triangle, I want to go through the transition at a little bit of a pace. So we're going to go up and down 5 times, and we're going to take every shot. All right, so we're going to get into our rebound triangle here. We're going to hit our guard. He's going to throw ahead to the wing. You're going to take it in, get a layup. Wings, go ahead and cross. All right, 5-man, get it out the net as if it was a missed shot. Hit your guard again, bring it up, throw it ahead, throw it back to the guard for the sweet spot jumper. All right, take it back down, shot, throw it back to the lag guard, carry the threat, lag it to the garden spot. You'll get your jumper. All right, the fourth shot in this sequence is going to come to you on the weak side. All right, so you're going to knock down a little banker on the 45-degree angle. Good there? The fifth time, what are we going to do? One of you two is going to throw the ball into the big fella running down the middle of the floor. All right, he's going to get his finish. And then we'll stop there, and then we'll advance it into the triangle in the half-court situation. Yep. You're going to cross under after he gets that layup. All right, we ready?
Good.
Let's go.
On this miss. Go ahead.
Let's see how good a teacher I was on that. That's your layup. Good. Cross him under. Big fella gets it. Yep, you're still running out. Good. Throw it ahead.
Throw it back.
That's all right. No, take that layup. Let's go. Keep going. Now he'll throw it back to you. Stop it real quick. Remember, wings have to cross under. So come on, bring it back here. It's all right. You've got the basketball. You're on that side. You got the basketball. Take it in, lay it up. Wings cross under, and let's continue to go. No mistakes. Keep going. That way. Other way. Yep. All right, now you're throwing back to the guard on the trail jumper. Got the sweet lefty in here. All right, slow down, big fella. All right, throw it ahead, throw it back. Now you're crossing, big fella. Go ahead. That's that garden spot jumper.
Good.
Yep, slow your run down, big fella. Stay back, stay back, stay back. Hit, stay back, big fella, stay back. Throw it. Now you're crashing down the middle of the floor. And now we're looking inside to the big guy. We skipped your jumper, didn't we? All right, that's the fourth shot. All right, so let's take it back from the top. Keep crossing under, 2 layups. Sweet spot jumper, lag jumper, your jumper, then big fella. We ready to do it? All right, let's go. Slow yourself down. Slow yourself down. You can walk the first step.
Lay it in.
Now
good.
you come busting out.
Good. You're out. You're
All
out.
right, don't leak up. Good. Lay up. Go get it. Good. Sweet spot jumper.
Good. Throwing it back.
Good. Come crashing through. Nope, he's all right.
Run.
Garden spot jumper, crashing down. Good, come back and get it. Slow yourself down, slow yourself down.
Yep.
All the way around to
back.
the weak side forward. Go ahead and crash, big fella.
One more.
Go ahead and crash.
Shoot it.
Shot. All right, now we're gonna let you eat on this one, all right? Get out ahead, let him get out ahead, guard, before you put the ball down. Bring it back, crash down, throw it into him. All right, now, what happened was good. Bring the ball back to our guards back here in the backcourt. You were late on your run. You were late on your run. Come back. All right? The key to this system is what our guards do. You're in control. You can't be in a hurry to push it down without your wing being out ahead of you. All right, but let's talk about a situation where that might happen. So you're here. You got stuck. You were boxing out. You were down there fighting. The ball got outletted. We're not going to wait. You're going to bust this ball up the wing. All right, so you dribble it up the wing. Now you've just exchanged positions. So you're the lag guard now. So you're going to take it in, carry the threat. Now you're going to throw it back here. Right? You won't have that shot. Go ahead, crash through. Swing it to the garden spot. And now we still play. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, so it's again, mistakes are good because it allows us to teach you the next layer of what we're going to do. All right? Everybody pretty clear on that transition? All right. So now, let's take it down. Don't even delay. Once you get down there, go ahead and run in, even if it's with the strong side guard. Go ahead and crash in. We'll swing the ball around to the weak side forward. Nothing presents itself. He's going to throw the ball back out to you. We're going to form a triangle, and we're going to stop. All right, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the 2 pass options out of the triangle. Taking the ball all the way down, you're going to throw it ahead, get it back, hit him. He's going to hit the forward. It's going to come back to him. You're going to get to the top of the floor. You're going to narrow the floor, and we're going to be in our triangle. All right? Let's go. Boom. Good. Space out. Nothing. Swing it back to the top. Bring it over to the sideline. So you want to bring it over. Now, what's your name? Sam. What Sam just did was he brought the ball to what we call our key spot. All right? This is our key spot. The reason this is the key spot is because it allows us to form this sideline triangle. All right? And it also allows for us to have 15 to 20 foot spacing from each one of our teammates. So you may be a little more here. You're going to be a little deeper into that corner, about right there. Does everybody see the spacing? All right? And if you really look at it, there's not only this triangle here, but we also have a triangle between these three. All right? You have different triangles in different spots, and this is the ideal spacing that we want to have. All right? Now this offense, the reason we ran in transition the way we did is because this offense is about penetration. So that first pass that we threw ahead to that wing and he attacked and flattened out the defense, that was our first opportunity for penetration. All right? Now, once we're in the triangle, we also are looking for penetration. The best pass that we can use to penetrate the defense is the two pass into the post. So if we throw the two pass into the post, all right, on the flight of that pass, he's going to have three cutters. The first cutter on the flight of that pass is going to make a strong baseline cut, and this is your first look. And you're going to watch him all the way through past this basket because you have to make sure that his defender doesn't snap back, all right? As that's happening, you're making your second cut over the top. You're going to finish to the wing over there, all right? You're going to step down. As you come through here, that's the second cutter. You're going to now step in as you see he didn't get a pass, and now you're going to set a screen on me defending your teammate right here. And now you're coming up on what we call third cutter action to right here. As all this is happening, when that ball goes in, you're going to fan away. As soon as he catches it, you're going to fan away to this spot right here, and then you're going to come back with some pace to what we call our lag spot, similar to what you did on the break, right? So now you're out here in our lag spot. If nothing presents itself from all these actions, all right, you set your third cutter. You're up near where Coach Longstaff is. You set your third cutter and you stepped out to the corner over there. You didn't get the third cutter catch, so you take yourself back down to the weak side on the post. Ball comes back out, repost, deep as you can. If we have this, we'll take it. Now this repost, you don't want to repost down there. You guys all watched Shaq dominating this offense, right? When he threw the ball back out, he didn't repost that way. He took you and he did what we call, he put you in the basket. So you take these little guys and put them in the basket. If you don't have this pass, you're going to take middle penetration. Another opportunity for penetration. If his man steps over, you're going to get up in the air and you're going to throw a jump pass across to him. So go ahead, throw that overhead pass to him. Reassume the top of the floor. What are we back in? We've just flipped the offense side to side. We've had two opportunities for penetration, the pass and the dribble. But we also had our first cutter. That was another opportunity for penetration. Our second cutter was another opportunity for penetration. Our third cutter coming off trying to shoot a little 8-foot, 10-foot jumper was another opportunity for penetration. When none of those revealed themselves, we threw it back out. We reposted and gave ourselves another opportunity for penetration. When that didn't happen, we took the penetration that was available to us. Now the ball goes back over here. We can go in again, or we can explore the two pass to the top. So back out to where coach is. All right? So now the two pass to the top triggers another set of actions. As soon as you throw that pass, coach is going to walk you down and show you rebound screen cut, Josh. On the flight of that pass, you should be on your way to what we call the pinch post. Inside foot is forward. All right, you catch, get low. This is the way you want to catch this pass. You should be directly in the center of the floor, right down the middle. Now on your catch, if your man is sitting back here, what are you going to do? I hope you will. All right, again, this offense isn't to keep you prisoner. It's to give everybody an opportunity to score the basketball, make cuts, and make plays for their teammates. Now, on his catch, if the defense presents itself, he is now going to make a left-handed pass to the pinch post, and he's going to cut right behind it. Bring that back. You don't want to make the bounce pass because it's too slow. Passing in this offense is really important. Tex Winter talked time and time again about precision passing. He called it pinging the basketball. The reason he said ping the basketball is because when the ball hits your hands, there's a sound that it makes. You hear that sound? That's called pinging the basketball. So you want to teach your players to ping the basketball. So he's going to ping that basketball to the pinch post. He's going to make a hard cut off of it. Now, if he gets this ball back, let me take myself backwards one step. That's another penetrating pass, correct? We've again penetrated the interior of the defense. Now, if he decides that he's going to give this ball back, he's going to give it back to him right now, early on a flip, not a handoff. He's going to flip it out to him so that if this defender presents himself, he can make the play that he needs to get around him. But we want this guy playing downhill, going to the basket. All right? Now get that ball back to the top. You see what Coach Longstaff has set up over here is called the rebound screen cut. As he makes this pass over to the pinch post, that guard is coming out of the corner. No matter what, you can give it back to him. All right, go ahead, turn that corner and pop. Now, if you turn that corner, stop right there. That's perfect. You're going to step back to the corner, Big Fit. No, you stay up. You came out the corner. You're going to step back. All right, now he's turned that corner, and he didn't have anything. Defense recovered. He's now going to take a back dribble here. As soon as he does that, you're coming right back onto him, and you're hitting him here. Now, these are really difficult angles to defend pick and roll. Am I correct? It's a lot easier to defend a pick and roll outside the three-point line. It allows time for the help to come over. But if they run a pick and roll in this area here, stop right there, and I'm this big guy, and they run that pick and roll, and his man gets hung up, and the big fella rolls, and I come over, who you going to? And if his man is, if he's taken away, what does that mean? That means Coach Longstaff's come in, now who you going to? So now if you throw there, and you're not open, that means what happened? That means Sam's man came down. Who you going to? Who's guarding him? There's nobody there, and if they are, there's another opportunity for middle penetration. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, so let's take it, let's go through our triangle. Let's start on this side. Let's go transition. All right, so ball's right here. Let's put it in. Let's go transition, swing it all the way around, get to our triangle and stop again. Let's walk through it. Yep, throw it ahead, get it back, swing, swing, step to the key spot, Sam. Good, now we're lined up, stay in that corner. Now on the flight of that pass, you're going. We're gonna do this with a little pace. You're going through, you're gonna step down as he passes you, maybe set him a little screen. You're gonna end up at the wing on the weak side. Sam's gonna set third cutter. He's gonna pop to the corner after his third cutter. You're gonna come up, not get it, get yourself back down. What are you gonna do? Fan away, back to lag. Let's get him a 10-day right now. All right, let's go. Throw it in. Cut, Sam. Right away, Sam. Cut. Third cutter. Get out of there, Sam. Up to the wing, big fella. No, no. Other way around. You getting up at the wing. You cut through. You got to get all the way up. Because what happens if something goes wrong over here and you made your cut to the corner, who's back protecting us on defense? All right, and then we're going to show you how this offense sets your defensive rebound pattern as well. All right, so let's take it back over here. Sam has it. As soon as you pass, Sam, you're gone. Let's go. Cut. There we go. That's the timing we're looking for. That's it right there. Lag it, repost, put him in the basket. Repost, good. Now middle penetrate. Get it back into the triangle on this side. Hit him. Now you're at the top. Keep the ball right there for a second. All right, now we've reestablished our triangle. All right, so we did our two pass to the post. Now let's go two pass to the top, pinch post, rebound screen cut. So you go down and set it. Sam, our shooter's coming out the corner. You give it to him. Go set the comeback screen, respace to the corner. All right, now we've got them spread out like we want. We're rolling, we're punching in right here. So this guy's ducking in because his man went to help. He's got to duck in right to his legs. What's that going to do? If this is open, what's his man going to do? He's probably going to help in, right? So now we're making the defense make decisions, all right? We're not going to just give them a rotation. They have to decide what they're going to take away. And I'm sure everybody can see you can't take all the options of this offense away. If it's run right, if it's executed with precision, and if you develop the skills and fundamentals necessary, it's unstoppable, all right? And that's been proven. Phil Jackson coached 20 years. He won 11 NBA rings running this offense. All right, and sure, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, all those guys helped, but before he was with them, they weren't champions. All right, before they were executing this, they weren't champions. All right, you can go down to Shaq and Kobe as well. All right, and I witnessed it for 5 years when he came back to coach Kobe for the second time. All right, so this is our triangle format. And let's say the ball got kicked out to Sam. Sam shot the basketball. Go ahead and shoot it. He hasn't gotten to warm up. Okay, he's dead eye. Now, on that shot, when that shot goes up, 2-man is shooting. So you being the 3-man, you have defensive responsibility. Our guard should be at the elbows. You should be crashing hard. As soon as he looks like he's going to shoot that ball, here you come, and you know where your miss is going to go better than anybody. So at the very least, you're going to be about right here. At the very least, you should be coming in to these elbow areas. All right, most of the time you make it though, right? So you wouldn't follow it. All right, I know it. All right, so now our defensive rebound pattern is set. We've gotten the boards covered because the offensive rebound is the last opportunity for penetration. We don't want to run 5 guys back. All right, in this offense, you know where the shots are going to come from. All right, get back in your triangle really quickly. You're in the corner, on the wing, you're on the top. Coach Longstaff's going to take you through how we break this offense down and drill, but here's your shots. Ball comes to the top, all right, goes to the pinch post. Set your rebound screen cut, Sam, all right? Just go down and set it really quickly. If he gives this ball back to our guard, he can bring this ball off, obviously get a layup. He can bring it off and shoot this little pull-up at the 45-degree angle, right? He can pull this ball back now and get what we call a comeback screen, and this is just pick and roll action. So he can get this shot coming off right here at the elbow or the little drop, or if it's a shooting big, you can pop him to the corner, which I know a lot of the bigs here are really talented and really skilled and can shoot the ball. This can be a pick and pop situation. All right, let's say the ball is at the pinch here. You don't give it to the guard. All right, we got our rebound screen cut situation. Come back, Sam, really quickly and set it. All right, we've got our rebound screen cut situation. You come off now. Stop right there. We talked about cuts in this offense. If I'm guarding this guard here and I've defended him over this and I blew this up, a lot of guards relax. But if he finishes this cut, you might be able to get him on this late one. If he doesn't have it, now he breaks back and he wants to be right here in this position. All right? If you don't give it to him, now your footwork comes into play. So you bypass him. Now you want to open up and turn and put your eyes right on this side. So the first shot we get coming off this rebound screen cut, what's your name, big fella?
Charles.
Chauncey?
Charles.
Charles?
Yeah.
Charles. Charles comes off and he has a sweet spot jumper. The same shot we got in transition, correct? All right, so now you can throw this ball to Charles for the sweet spot jumper. As this ball's coming across, you're ducking in again. If we don't have this jumper, what's our next pass? Right on to Sam in the corner. Go ahead, throw it to him for a nice little corner J. Or cornering in to our big fella, because if the ball is here and he punches in and I take this away and it goes to the corner, who's on this backside to help and guard this? All right, so again, if the spacing is correct, if the fundamentals are executed properly, they can't take everything away. All right? Coach Longstaff's going to take you through some of the breakdown we do on the 2-pass to the top pinch post.
Yeah.
He's going to take us through the pinch post, 2-pass to the top.
Real quick, just she did a great job building on kind of about the triangle offense. I came from Oklahoma City. I had the opportunity to assist with working with guys like Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Reggie Jackson, those guys, and I learned a lot about how to develop certain skills. But now I'm new to the triangle offense, so I've learned a lot in the past 4 or 5 months on the detail that it takes to teach these guys on how to execute the triangle. So in our player development program, all the coaches are responsible for teaching the details so that these guys can play within the triangle offense. And it's things like footwork, certain passes, the cuts, everything that you kind of saw a brief overview of. That's our job, is to make sure that the players understand the importance of those details. So if I can just have three guys, one guy here on the wing, give me you at the top, and then big fella right here, actually on this weak side wing over here. You two can step off right now. What we're going to talk about, the beauty of this offense is all of our players know where their shots are going to come from every night. So there are numerous shots that we work on every day. I obviously can't take you through all of them. I'm going to take you through one segment quickly, but that's the beauty of it. You know where your shots are coming from every night. We work on these things every single day. Okay, so you have the ball right here. We talked about the 2-pass to the top and playing this pinch post action. So take one step down. The things that we teach these guys, we'll kind of go over each position quickly. When you actually, to start it, you catch the ball here on the wing. You're going to catch it right here with your chest to the other baseline, and you're going to use your footwork depending on how the guy's playing you. I may use a rear turn here. Okay, I may front turn here. Okay, you can use an inside pivot here, inside reverse pivot here. So we teach all of that. Okay, and that's just for one position here. There's certain footwork here, there's certain footwork at the top. Well, let's say he catches it here, uses the footwork, go ahead and open up. So he's here. The second one, this guy at the top, is always a step back here, okay, allowing a little bit of space, and your feet are like this. So the ball's on this side, you're here, because if you were throwing a pass behind me, go ahead and throw it, I can still come in here into a shot. If my feet were this way, go ahead and throw it behind me. Now I got to catch it here, come all the way here, and it's just a little bit slower. So it's little details like that. So he's here, he's down in a stance, he's ready to go. Hold it for 1 second. Now going to the big. On the flight of this pass, this big wants to beat his man right here to the pinch post. And in the triangle or any offense, a lot of offenses use this action, this two-man game on the pinch post. Okay, and you can use all these little details. So go ahead and throw it. On the flight of the pass, he's here. Now freeze it. When he's here at the pinch post, we want you to stagger your feet. So your front foot is up just a little bit, just like this. What this is going to do is allow this guy, hold the ball for a second, when he throws it here, to come off, and he's got an angle where he can turn the corner and go downhill. If he were to be this way, which happens sometimes, put this foot up just a little bit. Now I throw it, and I'm coming off. Now I got to take this angle just to get around him. So all those little details make it a little bit faster. Okay, so let's say you're the right way, you stagger your feet. I'll be you for 1 second. I catch it here. On the catch, you carry the threat. This is our first option, is a shot. Okay, so I'm here and I catch it. All I have to do is look here with my eyes. When I make this pass, like Coach Hazzard talked about earlier, it's a ping pass. So I'm here, I ping it here with my right hand. Okay, and one other detail that you guys can use is when you throw it here and you take that first step, the first step would be with the same foot. It's just a second quicker. Kobe Bryant was a master at this. So stagger your feet just a little bit more. Here, I throw the ping pass, this quick first step, and I'm coming off. He hands it to me. We may teach the guard to turn the corner and lay it in. That may be the first shot we work on. Okay, the second one. May be able to come off. We push this big back, jump shot. There's all kinds. I mean, you guys know if the guy goes under, you can pop back. We work on all of it. The two-man game over here. Talking about the big real quick. If he does have it and I come off, and now I'm not open, he's got the footwork that Rasheed quickly touched on. Okay, depending on how I'm playing him, if I'm playing him this way, which way are you going to turn? Probably this way, right? You have that shot. Okay? If I'm here on your outside, exactly, you turn this way. You can drive, so there's all the details within the footwork and the different shots that this guy works on. Okay, and our coach that works with the bigs works on this. Taking it one step further here, going back to from the beginning. You throw it here, see if you can remember. What do you do after you throw it to the top? Remember, there's a guy in the corner. No, you're going to go down and set that rebound screen cut. So as you come down and set it, remember there's a big here. It's hard to visualize sometimes, and we use coaches in all of our drills. We'll put a coach right here. He'll be standing here as the big. We'll put a coach in the corner. So after you make that pass, you come down here and set the screen, which is another detail. Okay, if I'm the big and I'm standing here, we teach this guy to set the screen. You be the big for 1 second. We teaching him set it right here. His foot is almost touching the big's foot right here. So we do that because as this guy takes his man down and he's coming out of the corner, if I'm defending this guy, I have to chase him. If I try to go shoot the gap, the only thing I can do is go around both of these two guys. So it's like those little details are huge and important. And our guys are still learning them. We're still learning to kind of look for them. We're learning every day. We tell our players, we're learning with you guys every day, but it's these little details. Okay, so now let's put you back and say you set the screen here. After you set it, you're going to pop out to the corner. We work on this shot. Okay, if it comes out to the corner, there's a post here. Okay, go ahead and throw it to me real quick. Like Coach Rasheed talked about, corner and in, we may have it throw it here and he has to make this pass with his left hand. These are all little things we work on. We don't just work on shooting. We work on the footwork, screening, the cutting, everything. So, you know, I'll let the last couple of minutes, maybe you guys can ask a couple questions, but I just want to give you a brief overview of how detailed the development program is to try to help our players play within this system.
All right, that's a quick, it's like we microwaved the triangle offense for you. All right, we could get a lot more in depth, but I think some of you may have wives and husbands to get home, and I don't want them to have me on their hit list for having you in the gym for 9 hours. As you guys see, there's a lot of layers to this offense. There's a lot of different options that I'm sure you see just watching the basic premise of it that you see you can develop just from the foundation that we showed you. All right? Just a quick aside. I was fortunate in my life. My dad played for John Wooden in 1964 on the UCLA National Championship team. So as a kid, I was able to learn from Coach Wooden. I went to George Washington University, where Red Auerbach was also an alumnus. So I was able to sit with Red and have lunch a couple of times and learn what the foundations of winning basketball are. Then I was fortunate enough, being from LA, to work with Tex Winter and Phil Jackson, all right, for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there's a common thread among those four coaches, all right? Besides that, they were the most winning coaches in all of basketball. But the way that they encourage their teams to play and to train and to be champions, not only when you're in the gym and doing your thing on the court, but also to be champions in every part of your life. All right? So we're talking about the triangle and we're talking about basketball, but I'd be cheating you guys if I didn't tell you that I think one of the bigger keys for especially those four men is that it was always bigger than basketball. They cared about their players. They cared about their development as human beings, probably above their development as basketball players. And you saw that translation happen on the basketball court. So I encourage you to not just worry about the X's and O's and to try to have the best plays and make the best play calls, but to get to know your players and, you know, invest in their lives deeper than, you know, them making 10 shots from each spot and all those different things. You know, find out what's going on in their personal lives. You know, be a source of encouragement and not be a person who discourages development and exploring different skills and different aspects of their lives and their games, because basketball is just a reflection of life, right? And if we discourage them from trying to explore their skills in basketball, we're probably discouraging them from exploring some other facet of their life that can probably enhance them as a person. All right, so I'm going to end with that and allow anybody that has any questions about anything, we'll open the floor up right now. Any questions from anybody? Triangle related, Lakers related, I won't really answer Kobe questions, but I can tell you this, to go back to something Josh talked about. Every day, Labor Day would come. That's, Labor Day in the United States is like, basically marks the date when we're a month out from training camp starting. So I was in Josh's role when I was in Los Angeles, and I was the player development coach. So on Labor Day, that Monday was a holiday, I'd get a text message probably 2, 3 in the morning, and all it would say is, "Are you ready?" And I go, "Sure." And it would say, "Okay, I'll see you at 5:30 a.m. So show up to the training center, 5:30 a.m., thinking we're going to start a workout at 5:30 a.m., walk into the gym to a ball bouncing. So who got here before me? Walk in, Kobe Bryant. He didn't plan on, we weren't meeting at 5:30. That's when the work started, was at 5:30. So I walked into the gym to Kobe sweating, having already finished his stretching routine and doing his weight workout with his coach. And then what did we do? We didn't do a bunch of isolation one-on-one drills. We came in, 2 pads to the top, set your rebound screen cut, step back, hit 10 jumpers. Come out of the corner, step fake the baseline, get to the sweet spot, hit 10 jumpers. Every pass he threw was with precision. That ping I talk about, every pass, pinged every ball. It's like playing catch with Peyton Manning or John Elway when you're out there with Kobe playing, taking him through his routine and getting shots. So it's more than just getting shots, going through the motions. It's all about your details. Kobe's one of the most detailed people I've ever seen, ever worked with in my entire life. And he works on every facet of his game. Every facet of his game. I know a lot of the talking heads think that he doesn't pass enough, but I have 2 rings that prove that that's not true. He passed enough to be a champion, 5 times? I think he's passed the basketball enough. But if there aren't any questions from anybody?
Question. Do you need a certain type of player to play the triangle offense? Do you need a certain mental capacity or understanding of the game, or can you play with any player in the triangle?
I believe you can play it with any player in the triangle. What you need is what we talked about at the beginning, beginner's mind. As long as you have players with the beginner's mindset, you can teach this offense. Because as you see, it's non-traditional in a lot of what we do, the way we run, the pace that we're trying to set. We have a term that we use called optimum speed. So a lot of times as coaches, we're telling guys, go full speed. So a lot of times full speed is not your optimum speed. Optimum speed is the fastest speed at which you can operate and still execute the skills and fundamentals necessary to execute our offense, to make a shot, to come to a stop, to handle the basketball. So it's not always about full speed. Focus on optimum speed, because everybody's optimum speed is different. Just like everybody's ability to learn and how they learn is different. So I think you can execute this offense with anybody, as long as you have what Tex Winter called the willing warrior. If you got willing warriors, I think you can do anything and you can teach anything. Anybody else?
Is it more suited to a man defense or than a zone? Or?
No, the triangle offense was actually started in college, where Tex Winter was a college coach. Coached at Long Beach State, coached at Kansas State, and so it can be run against anything. The spacing allows you to run it against man or zone. And what the spacing and the cutting actually does is exposes whether a team is in man or zone. If we had gone through the 4-lane format where we made the wing entry to the key pass and the corner cut, you would see how it would identify whether a team is in man or zone. And we didn't get a chance to go through that. We went through the transition aspect. But even in the transition aspect, you still have the ability to see whether or not a team is in man or zone by the nature of the cutting and the spacing that we create.
So there's no preference to, like, if you're to play it against man?
As we used to say when we were with the Lakers, you can play man zone, put 9 people out there, we'll cut you up just the same.
Fair enough.
So it's about the spacing and the execution, and that's what makes it great. Anybody else? One more.
How do you keep the team believing in the offense while they're struggling?
Like now, we're struggling. The Knicks, we're struggling. But I'll go back to what we started with. We're not struggling because of the offense. You can run any offense, right? You have to stop the other team from putting the ball in the basket more than you. So I know the media focuses on the triangle and maybe what the triangle is not doing or isn't capable of doing. We know what it's capable of doing. That's proven, that's tried. There's no argument to that. What we have to do with the Knicks is become a better and more cohesive defensive team. And when we do that, some of the things that we're already doing offensively will be enhanced and will stand out, and we'll find some of the success we've been looking for from the beginning. And we've also, battled injuries and other things, but that's no excuse because we should be able to do this. To that gentleman's question over there, we should be able to do this with 5 willing warriors. That's what it's all about. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
Appreciate your help.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Like Neil said, it's great to be back. I really enjoy coming here. And one of the things that I thought about when I was given the opportunity to come back was not just me talking to you, but us talking together. Because we're at a stage, and most of the coaches here, from my understanding, are from England. A couple are from Germany, I guess. But we have a huge responsibility to grow the sport of basketball here. I'm not here every day. Apparently, I'm going to be here every year during the season and in the summers. Having gotten the opportunity to come here last year with a different NBA team, so I've been very fortunate to come back over. But this is about, we have a major responsibility here because the sport of basketball in England can be really, really good. The number 1 country in college Division I basketball in the United States after the U.S. for putting players in basketball over there. So the United States has the most players playing Division I college basketball. The second most, the country with the second most players, basically it's Great Britain. Okay? So the players from here are playing at a high level. How do we grow the sport? How can, from a selfish standpoint, how does the national team get better? And it starts, there's a huge responsibility in this room. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple of different things. So let me have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So let me have 6 guys right here, 6 guys right here. Let me have 2 coaches. I need 2 coaches to come out. Doesn't matter who. Perfect. There's 1, here's 2. Okay, you guys are over there. So this is just a simple running drill. You guys are going to be right here. Coach, and you, Coach, you're going to be right here. What's your name?
Stelios.
Say it again?
Stelios.
Stelios, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. Why don't you guys take a step to the outside the green, and Stelios, you outside the green over there, and Stelios, you're just inside the green. What's your name?
Kelson.
Did I meet you last year?
No.
Have I met you? No? Okay. Kelson, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. You guys are right here. Okay, Kelson, stand right there. So again, this is just one warm-up drill that you can do. You would put 5 minutes on the clock. The first 2 guys that are dribbling in, you're going to shoot your layups. It's just layup lines. All you're going to do is shoot layups, okay? You're going to go in, shoot layups, go to the end of the line. You're going to get the rebound, throw it to the guy. We don't want the ball to hit the ground more than once. So You're going to rebound it. You're going to hit it. The third guy is going to be coming in. Throw it to him. If you need to, you take one dribble and lay it in. If not, don't worry about it. After an X amount of time, Stelios and Kelson are going to start walking back. But after, I'm sorry, if you guys can go on the outside of the players. After you shoot your layup, just go around the coach and get back in line. Just stay where you guys are, okay? So that's all we're doing, all right? Go ahead, go shoot your layup. Here we go. Okay, go ahead, go. Okay, keep going. Here we go, good. Keep going. Now one on the move, there you go, perfect. One dribble at the most, one dribble. Good, keep your spacing, gotta make layups. That would be an opportunity to run. Okay, Kelson, Stelios, back up to be even with me. Okay, get around the coach. Here we go. Make layups. Kelson, Stelios, back up to the red line. Stelios. Good. Back up to the free throw line. Kelson, Stelios. All right, go ahead and stop. Stop right there. That's perfect. Okay, see how you could get warmed up pretty quickly on that? All right, so Kelson, Stelios, go have a seat. Guys, you just stay up here with me. All right, let's go down to the baseline. Thanks for the demonstration. So that's one warm-up drill. You can add, so if you miss a layup, add time. Add time to the drill. Like say, okay, you go for 5 minutes. If they miss, every miss is 10 seconds. So one of the coaches mentioned doing a 3-man weave. Okay, do you guys know what a 3-man weave is? Everybody. Does everybody know what it is? Okay. Does everybody know what a 4-man weave is? And you've done it before. Does everybody know what straight line passing is, where you just stay in a straight line and go pass back and so pass to the wing, get it back to the middle, pass to the other wing, get it back. Okay, you guys can do that, right? Okay. So there's 12 people. Let's have 4 lines of 3. Okay? So there will be one line out here, one line in the middle, one line on the other end. Okay? Where's Drew? Yeah. Is this drill hard? You know which one we're doing? With Mix Master, where we go up and down and we change the, yeah. But we've messed it up a few times. Okay. So let me have, I'm sorry, three lines with, so let me have one line here, one line out there, and one line. So go ahead, take the end spot, and you take the end spot. One of you take the end here, one of you take the end there. So here's what we're doing. Didn't we have 2 balls? Let me have this. Is this yours, or is this one from the drill? Is that yours? Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, so another warm-up drill. We call it Mix Master. So all you guys at first group, you're going to weave down to the other end and shoot a layup, and you're going to stay down there. When they get to half court, the second group's going to go, okay? I'm going to tell you when we come back. As you're going, the last group's going to finish, and the first group that was the first, you're going to be coming back again. And I'm going to tell you if it's going to be straight line passing or weaving again back. Okay, you follow me? Now, if I say 4-man weave, that means one of the balls has to come out of the drill, and you guys have to organize getting into a 4-man. Somebody's got to come from the second group and get in it, right? You follow me? Get into the first group. Okay? So right now, just 3-man weave, shoot a layup at the other end. Here we go. Next group, go. 3-man weave. 3-man weave. Okay, 4-man weave coming back. 4-man weave coming back. 4-man weave. Whoa. Let him finish. 4-man weave. Okay. 4-man. Oh, did we lose a player? 3. Hold on. Stay there. 3. Go ahead. Stay there. Finish 3-man weave. Okay. So hold on for. So we're going to start in a 4-man weave. Okay. And so pick the ball up. And let me have that other ball, please. Okay. Okay. So we're going 4-man weave down. 4-man weave down. Go. Next group. Good. 3-man weave coming back. 3-man weave coming back. Good. 3-man weave. Here's the last ball. Go. Good. 4-man weave. Wait. Hold on. Now this happened the last time. Is there another group coming? So where are we going? Let them finish, right? Because what's going to happen? Exactly. Okay? So did anybody see that about to happen? Did anybody see that he was going too early, or the group is going too early? Yes or no? There's no right or wrong answer here. You did. Okay? So now, what's the trick? You see it happening. What's the trick? Can anybody tell us what has to happen? Communicate. Tell them. Tell them. If you saw that an accident was going to happen, you could see the accident was going to happen, a car crash. You could see a car crash coming and you could stop it. Would you do it? Okay, but on the basketball court, you won't talk to each other. You'll say, hey, wait. And it's hard to do that. It's hard to be a leader. It's hard to vocalize what's going on. Because did that happen the last time we were doing the drill? It did. It happened at the other end. Okay? So let them finish. But that's mix master. That's another running drill. Okay? You can do different passing drills. For those of you that were here last year, let's just get one line right here. Bring your line right here. You guys are right there. You guys are right here. You guys are right here. Okay, start on that block right there. Okay? Take the ball and put it there. This is all you guys are going to do as a warm-up drill. Okay? You're going to pass, pass back, pass. Now you're going to go to the end of the line. Now you're going to pass there. So it's 1, 2, 3. Throw to the guy at the end. Nope. Throw to the guy at the end of the line. So start the ball over there. Okay? Now pass. Get it back. Throw it back. Good. Turn to your right and throw it. Turn to your right and throw it. Good. 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 Throw it. Go. Go. Don't wait for me. Good. Pass. Good. 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 Talk to each other. Who are you going to? Okay. Good. What, do you know the guy's name across from you? Do you know the guy's name across from you? Okay. Good. Stop. Just stop. Perfect. Just another warm-up drill if you want to do that. Then you spread them out so that there's more speed, more timing, more running. Okay. Now go ahead and have a seat. So at this point, or actually, you know what? Let me have 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, you 4 are out for this drill. You know what? Let me grab you real quick. Okay. Now that we've done that, now we got to start. We're loose, right? We've done our running drill. I'm a big believer in 2 things are the most critical parts of defending, for sure, I think in most situations. We have our coverages because in the NBA there's a ton of pick and roll and a ton of post-ups. So you know exactly what your coverages are. But at the end of the day, the 2 areas that are massive are the beginning and the end of your defense. The transition defense, if you can minimize the amount of easy layups that a team gets on you and make them go against your half-court defense, the better off you're going to be. And finishing your defense, getting the rebound. The less they get offensive rebounds and more opportunities at the basket, the better off you're going to be. So if you do those 2 things, those take care of the easy baskets that your opponents can get. It's harder when they're going against your set defense. So usually at this point, go into some type of a transition defensive drill. So let me have 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys just line up across the baseline. If you haven't seen this drill, most of you as coaches, I believe, should have seen this drill, okay? You guys line up across from them. Okay? Doesn't matter who you're across from. So now we're loose, right? We've done our running drills. We're going into our defensive segments. Now, and our first one is transition. So I'm going to throw the ball to one of you. Who's ever man in front of them gets the ball, that guy has to touch the baseline, and we're going back in transit. You guys are trying to score. You guys are just getting back on defense, okay? And then match up man-to-man. But you're going to have to play in a zone first. I don't want to go through all the rules, but you guys got to get a stop. Understand, right? Okay? Got it? It's pretty simple. So whoever's man gets the ball, if you're not a ball handler and I throw it to you and you want to get it to a point guard or someone that's a better ball handler, do it. Okay? But you guys are scoring. You guys are getting a stop. Okay? Here we go. Go. Go, go. Good. Go, 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 go. Good, good. Stay down there. Stay down there. Good. Stay down there. Now, switch it up. Now, I'm not going through the teaching aspect of this right now as much as I'm going through running a practice, but the one thing that I would emphasize highly, don't try to stop the break high. Don't try to stop the break out here. You want to try. My philosophy is, number one, protect the basket. Because if someone's coming down in a 2-on-1 break, let me have you two come out here on offense. Because everybody, and let me have you're on defense over there, just one. Okay. So if the number one thing everybody talks about is stop the ball, right? So if they're coming in a 2-on-1 break and you come out here to stop the ball, hey, stop the ball, right? Well, what are they going to get? A layup, because the basket's not protected. So 2-on-1, 3-on-2, look, protect the basket. It does not mean that you just stand here. Hey, you cat and mouse, like you're here, you're back. You're making him have to make a decision. But number one, protect the basket. Number two, stop the ball and then start finding your threats. A few years back when you were playing the Phoenix Suns, those threats were at the three-point line in the corners. Okay? I don't know where the threats are, but you've got to talk it out. That's where communication comes in. But this is why, philosophically, if it's a 3-on-2 and one guy jumps out here to stop the ball, it becomes a 2-on-1. Okay? So you just want to make sure, look, make it as difficult for them to score. Get an easy basket if you're on offense. Thanks for that, guys. Okay. So now all we're going to do is turn it over, going back the other way. All right? So one team, and again, you want to make this competitive. So play a game to 5. Minus points for turnovers, offensive rebounds, a minus point. Whatever it is, make it competitive. Can you guys make sure that the balls are out of the way down there? Okay? So same game, going back the other way. If you're a guard and you get it, handle it. Here we go. Here we go. Go, push. Good, good, good. Nice. Good. Good, good. Perfect, perfect. And what I liked was there was a little bit of talking. Don't be afraid to scream it out. I love that talking was great. It was just too quiet. So who was talking? I mean, who? You two? Okay? Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Everything, whatever the drill is, and the more confident you become in what you're doing in terms of if you know your scheme, talk even louder and help your teammates to do that. Okay? So that's a defensive transition drill. So let me have you two on the end come out here. So let me have you guys line up right here. This is going to be a little bit difficult. Okay. Anybody in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, on the end, come on in here. I need you to, wait, I need you to step out real quick. Okay, anybody in red shorts? I want red short, then a non-red short, non-red short, lined up like that. Okay? Okay, so red short, non-red short, non-red short. Got to improvise sometimes. Okay, get creative. All right, face this way. Okay, so all we're going to do, this is just another transition defensive drill that you can do, okay? You're going to throw the ball off the backboard, 2 hands, just touch it up there. You jump and touch. You're going to jump, touch. Have you guys ever done this before? And just keep the line going. Now, anybody that's in a red short, you're on the same team. If it's a non-red short, you're on the other team, okay? I'm going to yell go. So, as soon as I yell go, whomever has the ball, that team is on offense. The other team is on defense and protect it. And it's a bust out. So if you were the one that got the rebound, red, don't wait for them to get organized and set. You got to see that they got the ball, we're on defense, sprint back and start talking and match up. Doesn't matter who you get, just match up. Does everybody understand the drill? So if the non-red shorts get it, okay, you're on offense, and we're going. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, just throw it up. Good, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good. Keep it going. Good. Go, good. Talk it out. Good, perfect, stop, perfect, great. Everybody understand the drill, okay? So it's just a different way to do the same concept. All right, guys, come down here. Okay, there are other ones. I'll do the setup for this one. Or you know what? let me ask this. Does anybody have one that they think is a great transition defensive drill? Guys, you can just stand right here. Anybody have one that they think is great, that I can learn from, that I can steal? Trust me, I didn't invent one drill. Not one. Okay? I stole all of these. Okay? Does anyone have one I can steal? Somebody's got to have something. Does anybody got one drill? What do you got? What's your favorite transition drill?
It's the same setup where you have the offense spread out along the baseline, but
Yeah.
the defense is spread out along the free throw line, but
Yeah.
the back is facing them.
Okay.
Pass the ball to the baseline,
Yeah.
and as soon as you make that pass, they got to turn around and communicate with the marking.
And match up. Okay. But and nobody touches.
What do you mean?
Nobody has to come. So they're all facing this way.
As soon
Yeah.
as they turn around and they know who they're marking, they're just running back on defense.
Okay. And can the guy who catches it, I call this a rhythm catch, like a lot of times people will catch the ball and they'll dribble it here. And I know in Europe this is more of a travel, but catching it and dribbling as you're catching it, like do you want him to catch? Like there's a huge difference between if I catch it right here and my first dribble is here, I'm significantly slower than if I catch it like a crossover move. If I catch it and I go like this and I'm already moving, can I do that? Like, do you promote doing that?
I just learned from you, so that's what I'm going to do.
And I'm not trying to promote the travel, because in the U.S., in the NBA, well, we travel all the time. I have no idea what a travel is. But, so, if I, like, throw me the ball. I'll tell you, just make, yeah. So in the NBA, if I go like this, that's not a travel, okay? And I'm significantly slow, but one of my friends used to tell me, Joey, you're great. You're short, but you're slow. And so, or if I do this, now I'm even slower. So here, what we'd have to do is, okay, the ball's coming, and I'm off like that. Okay, so if I do that, there's a huge difference between turning, and now he's on top of me. You see what I'm saying? And the guys that are up here, do they turn, or can they turn? See what I'm saying? Because if it's just turn, you're at a huge disadvantage, and now it's a serious sprint. If you're here and backpedaling, now you're at least on the move. Which one do you have him do up top?
As long as they're communicating early with the marking.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And see, what's great about that is we take a drill and we make it better. Okay? And that's what that's what I was talking about. That's what we have to do. We have to help make each other better, or else we're just going to stay where we are. And is where we are good enough for our national teams? This is Great Britain. Okay? Our national teams on all levels should be pretty dang high. Okay? And I take responsibility for that too. So I like it, and I appreciate that. And I stole that. I'm going to steal that from you, just so you know. I'm going to plagiarize. All right? And there's a lot of other ones. I mean, again, there's a host of them. You can take 3 players and have them weave and shoot a layup inside the three-point line, have 2 players outside the three-point line, run and touch your coaches at the free throw line at the other end, and now they come back 3-on-2. You follow me? So weave up, run, touch the coach, defense, because that's more real. That's what the game is. You're not standing. Like when we do this drill, everybody's standing, right? And it's a great drill, but everything we do, we want to make as real and game-like as possible, which is why, because a lot of times, which way are you facing? You're facing that way, shot goes up, oh, there's a rebound, oh, they're already on top of you. So that's why I like it, okay? Now, here's another thing. Go ahead and have a seat, fellas. So, now we go to our water break, okay? So does everybody here just take the whole team and go get water? Is that how you do your water breaks? Does anybody do anything different? Shoot free throws.
And then drink one with the others have free throws, maybe 3 or 4 to each basket.
Exactly. So that's a great call. So 3 or 4 are shooting free throws, and the other ones are getting water? Okay. Yeah.
If you score the 2, you do the third blind, closing your eyes. Then you go and get, and if you score, you do another one blind. Then you go and get a drink.
Which is great. Is shooting free throws with your eyes closed hard? No, it actually isn't that hard. Now, okay, now if I wanted to be a smart aleck, it's the making the free throw that's hard when you're shooting with your, I get it. But it actually isn't that hard. If you just do, it's kind of like shooting with Urson. All he has to do is just shoot the same form. Just shoot the same way. And it really isn't that difficult. So to take Coach's idea, so before you do, you've run, you've sprinted, you've gotten tired, you get your water after you shoot your free throws. That's the philosophy, right? Okay, here's another idea. So let's say the point of emphasis that day is shooting free throws. And maybe there's only you and one other coach. You could say, okay, 2 guys are going to shoot free throws down. 3 guys are going to shoot free throws here. 3 guys are going to shoot free throws here. And you're going to shoot them for 1 minute, shoot 2 and rotate. The other 3 guys go get water. Here's another thing that we've done in the past. Instead of just everybody going and getting water, because I love that idea. The concept is similar. You take half your team and let's say you run, does everybody know what flex offense is? Does anybody not know what flex offense is? Okay, flex basically is balls at the elbow, one guy's coming to set a screen here, he sets a screen, a guy cuts out of the corner, and then this guy at the other elbow pins down, okay? And then now the ball comes here, and the guy that flexed off over there is going to set a screen in that corner, and the offense continues. There's a continuity to it, okay? So what you could do is half your team goes and gets water. The other group is out here, you've got one coach and one coach rebounding, so the head coach, you're passing the ball and there's one, or have the players pass. Set a screen and do some type of a shooting drill within your flex offense or whatever offense you run. Or for us in San Antonio years ago, we used to work on rim runs. So we would take Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Will Perdue, Malik Rose, and it's fun, Kevin Will, and it's funny how good you can be when you name those guys. You know, your team's going to be a lot better and your drills look pretty good too. But you just come down here, plant in the lane, seal, catch the ball, jump hook, go to the end of the line. And before you know it, in a 2-minute span, you've gotten up, 20, 30 shots for a group of guys, and they got work while the other guys were getting water. So make your water breaks. When time is of the essence, when you only have 2 hours, make your water breaks count. Because remember, every time that they're just walking over to get water, that's part of the 2 hours, okay? Now you should be really loose. And this is where, again, your time, your order, your priorities, they have to change based on what is important and what you have available to you. What we're going through right now, we can't do this every day in an NBA practice because we play 5,000 games a year, okay? So if we tried to do that, our guys would be broken down. So you have to manage, this is what we talked about, managing your team, okay? So now let's just say, let me have 2, 4. You guys are one in the corner, one on the wing, one on the wing and other corner. So right here with the ball, okay? So now we just do shell drill. So let me have 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys, oh, you were out the last one, right? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come on up. You guys are on defense. Okay? So now we've had our water break. We've run, we've had our water break. Now we're just match up, one person with one person. Now you got to, again, I'm not going to focus on the details as much as I'm just going to focus on the concept of the drill. Ball's over here. Where should you be? Exactly. Right in the middle of the lane. Where should you be? Argument is philosophically, what do? Are you a deny team and you're going to pressure and deny everything? Or are you a help team and you're going to be in this position? So I don't know what your philosophy is, but as the ball moves around, we just want to close out to our man, be arm's distance away, okay, and guard your man. If you are one pass away, for the sake of the drill, we'll just say deny, okay? You're in deny. If you're 2 passes away, you're yelling help. That's all I want you guys to do, and I want the offense to just pass the ball around. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, stop. What's your name? What is it? Lucas. Okay, my son's Luke. Great name, love it. Okay, got to talk. When you're 2 passes away, help, help, help. So ball's on that side of the floor, help. And I want you to say it as loud as you can. Almost like man, I feel silly for doing it this loud. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do it. You're the anchor. You know, I mean, what I would say is you're going to protect the rim pretty well with your size, okay? So you got to talk for me. Here we go. Here we go. Louder, 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 louder. See your man. Good. What do you say? Deny, deny. Good. Stop. Stop. Perfect. Stop. Turn it over. Turn it over. Here we go. Actually, why don't you guys come up right up here with me, okay? Here we go. Pass it around. Good. Pass it around. Good. Good. Okay. Stop. Stop right there. Good. Okay. That's good. Stop. You guys step off. So if you have two coaches and you're the head coach and you're at this end doing this, at the other end, you guys step off. And you can come over here if you want. Let me have that ball. At the other end, so let's say you have 12 guys. At this end, that's what you're working on. On the other end, we'll take you guys. Let me have, you're on that wing, and you're guarding him. You're on the block over there. You're on the block over here. You're on that wing. You're working on your closeouts. Are you a no-middle team? Are you a force them to the middle? Are you playing square? So if the ball's here, you guys would be in a deny position, okay? You'd be, or in a help position, whichever philosophy your coaches have you in, okay? If you all went to the block, offense and defense went to the block. So offense, defense went to the block, okay? Now, get open on the wing, either one of you. Get open, both guys go, okay? Good, okay? Now, pause for a second. Where would you, ball's all the way over there, where would you go? Okay, yes sir, nice, nice. Get right into the middle of the lane. And what do you want to be able to see? Man and ball. So I'd even say take a step lower. Now, the less pressure there is on the ball, the further, so if he has pressure on the ball, you can be in the middle of the lane. Okay, I'd say that's a little bit, unless he's a complete non-shooter, that might be a little bit too far. Okay, but if he backs up, it scares you to be there, because now he might be able to make that skip pass. But even if he made the skip, go ahead and start in the middle of the lane, make the skip pass and close out. You can still get there on airtime. So while they're going 4-on-4 at the other end doing shell drill, at this end, play 2-on-2 and work on your closeouts. So that instead of having 4 guys working on offense, 4 guys on defense, and 4 guys standing and watching, well, now you've got 4 guys working on their passing and offense, 4 guys working on their defense, and 4 guys down there working on another drill. Then you take your defense, move them down there. Offense goes to defense, bring in a new offense, okay? If you wanted to do something with all teams, there's other things, like if you wanted to work on baseline screen defense down here. For us, we would work on baseline screens, and down there, we would do pick and roll defense. So it's just like doing your stations. But who's involved with when you're doing that, who's involved? Who's involved in the drill? What is it? Anybody know? How many people are standing around doing nothing? If you have a drill here and a drill at the other end, how many people are doing nothing? 0. Everybody's doing something. And that's what you want. The more people stand around, the more they get disinterested in what they're doing. Okay? So let's do it this way. 2 guys, you guys stay there. Why don't you guys move right here? Stay on defense, stay on offense. Let me have 2 over there, 1 on defense, 1 on offense. Okay? And then 2 over in the corner, 1 on defense, 1 on offense. And let me have you guys line up on the baseline over there, 2 on offense and 2 on defense, out of bounds. Okay, so you're standing on the baseline, 1 will be on the inside, 1 will be on the outside. So one of the things that we talk a lot about in the NBA is making sure cutters don't go through the lane with both over there. So you 2 guys go behind them. Okay, don't go through the lane without being guarded by somebody. Okay, so if the ball came into the post and he cut, and somehow for some, like we want to make people go to the middle on their cuts. But if the ball were in the post and he starts to cut, we want you to make sure you it's crowded in here, okay? So your man's still there and the ball's there, but touch the guy, touch him. You know, you're not trying to hurt him or hit him. You just let him know that you're there. Make him think he can't make the pass. Same thing. If the ball's in the post, let me have the ball, okay? Ball's in the post, okay? As he comes through, you want to be in the lane. You want to be right here. In fact, all you need to know is, can I get out to that guy? Like, we're governed by we can only be in the lane for 3 seconds, okay? Well, all you need to know is, can I close out to that guy and make him, if he's a shooter, he's not going to be able to shoot it, okay? So he cuts through, I'm right here. Yeah, I don't have to go back. I don't have to leave the lane. Same thing. Same thing over here. On the weak side, get in the lane, crowd it. Make them shoot on the outside. Make them shoot contested shots. Even if they're through, I mean, we want to make people shoot contested twos, but you don't want them to shoot a layup, right? Keep them out of the lane. So the way the drill works is, you pass the ball around one time. Everybody work on their positioning. Okay, pass it around. You're off the ball. Pass it. Good. Good. Get off the ball. Perfect. Pass it around. Ball comes in. Throw here. Good. Good. Perfect. Throw it into the post. Now, don't let him cut to the baseline. Cut. Okay. Good. Tag him. Pull over. Good. Pull over. Cut all the way out. And you guys are off the floor, next 2 guys are on, offense and defense. Same thing, work on your spacing, swing it, talk on defense. Talk on defense. There you go. Good, 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 good. Where's the ball? Good, ball comes in, good. Take him away, guard him. There you go. Now, if he messed up defending, whose job would it be to help take away the cutter? All of you guys, okay? Because the trick is, the other night, Palga score. Exact. What'd he score?
46.
Say it again.
46.
46. We're one of the better defensive teams in the league. He scored 46 points. Who did he score them on? Say it again. Everybody. He scored 46 points on the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't care who's guarding him. 46 points by one player on the Milwaukee Bucks. So it's not about, yeah, did you play that perfectly? No. Do you want to play it perfectly? Yes. And I believe you do. But we didn't. So what do we say? You screwed up, they get a layup, it's your fault? No. We make him better. And what we do is we work on it, we stop the drill if we have to, we work on it. If you got an assistant and you want to keep the drill hopping, you bring the assistant in. Then you're telling, hey, I should have tagged. I should have been closer to my guy. I shouldn't have hugged up on my guy. But this is, again, just another defensive drill, okay, to work on. So you've got your you've got your 2-on-2, you've got your 4-on-4, you've got drills like this where you're just working on tagging cutters, okay? Go ahead and have a seat. So now, this is where, to me, like I said before, this piece of paper is significantly harder and has just as much or more meaning than going into a scrimmage. It is easy to do this. All right, go play. Go play 5-on-5. It's easy. Like now the next part of practice, now we get competitive. We say, okay, we're going to play a 5-minute scrimmage or a 10-minute or 8 minutes. We're going to play an 8-minute quarter, okay? Or one of the other games that we play is a free throw. We call it a free throw game. So here's how, but we're at the scrimmage stage of practice. The free throw game is one team is shooting a free throw. Let's say it's either a 15-point or a 15-minute game. Shoot one free throw. So now you're working on your free throws. If you score a free throw, you get a point. If you miss, it's a live ball. You're going the other way. So now you're going the other way, and if you make a 3, it's 3. If you make a 2, it's 2. If you get fouled and make free throws, there's your free throws, and you come back. So you're working on your transition. So you're shooting free throws, you're going down, you're coming back, then you stop. Our practice jerseys actually are black and white. So black and white, white shooting first, white 1. The white point guard shoots first, then you come down, the black point guard shoots. Then the white 2 guard shoots, then the black 2 guard shoots, and that's how you do your progression. And you either play for 15 minutes or 15 points. That's how you get your winner, and that's one of your scrimmages. That way you can control it. If you want to work, the other way to play that, a one-way scrimmage, is start in a set. Just start in whatever play you want to run. Let's say you only have one play. You run your play, now you go in transition, now you come back, stop the drill and teach. Okay? So those are different scrimmages that you can use. Yes, sir?
Can you use like UCLA as a pre-scrimmage kind of thing?
Absolutely. Yeah. So let's say it's your first practice, and that's your teaching session. Say we're going to run UCLA. So like coaches say, in fact, do you know UCLA? could you teach that cut to these guys? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. So you want 3 or 5 guys out here for it? Yeah, you want, right, defense and offense.
So you need 2 guys on defense. Let me get 5 guys out first. And you want 3 on offense. 3 on offense here. 2 on 3. One there. One here. One over there. And then you want 2 on defense this way.
Is this a transition drill?
No, it's not.
Okay, all right, perfect. This is great. I like it. I'm going to steal more stuff from you.
And you,
That's right. Yeah, no, do your thing.
All right, and what's this? You need 1 hand on this side. Yeah, there's 1 hand lined up on this side. So basically, these 3 are going against these 2. Okay, so it's 3 against 2 on defense, and then as soon as they get the rebound, I forgot how to do it.
Yeah, so ball crosses half court. He's coming in, and you got, and how many people cheat in this drill?
So you have to touch the middle. Yeah.
Exactly. Get him to touch the middle.
You're trying to push the ball. Once the ball, so let's say play, just walk through, you run. Okay. Are you looking like?
But now you're coming into the mix. You're coming into the mix here. So it's 3 on 2, but you're coming in to help on defense. See, this is a transition drill that you can do. Okay, and you call it UCLA? Okay, so 3 offensive players come out. Okay? You guys are going, make your pass to the wing. You got to be screaming, take the ball, or take first pass. And now where are you going? Are you going here? Are you getting him back there? Okay, now the ball gets shot. Let's say you make it. Okay? You 3 guys, what are they doing? The 3 guys that were on...
There's 3 stages. First stage we do, they just go off and now they push. Or there's one where we like incorporate press.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So, but like right now for the first part, they just...
The 3 guys that were on offense, they're off. Okay?
Now you guys push.
The guys that were on defense.
And you're going to do 2. Now there's 1 guy on the other side.
Exactly. Lucas, let me have you. And then you'd have 2 teams. Yeah. Yeah. And you got to go touch the red line. Yeah, or the red dot. Yeah.
So it's play here. Yeah, your defense.
Perfect. And now who is on defense? They're coming back this way. Perfect. All right.
Once you play that to like 11.
Yeah.
And then once you get to 11, that's the first game. Then you'll start making rebounds now.
Exactly.
It's live with the rebounds.
Exactly. And okay, so go, perfect. Appreciate that. Hey, give him a round of applause for that. Go ahead and take a seat. Perfect. So that's another transition drill. And I learned that we called it, when I was a kid, we called it the Olympic drill. He calls it UCLA. But one of the things that's very important with any team is you have to speak the same language. So when Kelson says, okay, we're going to do the UCLA drill, the second and third day, they know exactly what he's talking about, and you don't have to teach that, okay? So for us, in Cleveland, Coach called it the hustle drill. So if we said we're doing the hustle drill, that's the hustle drill, okay? Like I said, I learned it as the Olympic drill, but now I'll probably call it the hustle drill because that was, but whatever it is, stick with it. So again, that's just another... to me, I would take that as much early on, but what I loved is, what did you say was the goal? What were you trying to play to?
11.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if you play to 11, as long as you say there's something to win or lose, now it's competitive. Now they're going. And I don't care if they make no money, make a lot of money. As soon as it's competitive, it makes a massive difference. And it's a huge part of why players get better, is because things are competitive. So, another thing, going back to playing in your scrimmage time, okay? You can just go 3 out of 5. Take one set and say, we're going to work on this set. In defense, we're going to run, and let's say you call it horns, okay? Defense, we're running horns. You tell your defense, this is what the offense is running, stop it. Make them have to learn what their counters are. And we're going to run horns 5 times in a row. And if they score 3 times, depends on what you want to reward. If you want to reward the defense, then say, okay, if you get 3 stops and horns, you get to go to defense. If you don't score 3 times, then you have to stay on offense. Because now what do you promote? What are you mentally promoting to your team? Defense. Exactly. You're mentally promoting, okay, defending is more important. But that's just another part of scrimmaging. Okay? So then the next part of your scrimmage, if you still have time, go to special situations. Okay? Presses, zones, out of bounds plays. For us, we get to take timeouts and advance the ball. So we run special need plays out of bounds. Plays that we work on, we may not run them for 20 games. Okay? But in game 21, it's a 1-point game. Thursday night, if it's a 1-point game, we've got to be able to, okay, timeout. What's the play? What are we doing? Well, we haven't run it in 15 games, but oh, it's da-da-da-da-da. This is it. But you got to work on it. Okay, so take the time to work on it. The home run plays, full court. Okay, are you just going to come, are you going to be ready? You're down 1, down 2, got to go the length of the floor in 5 seconds. Do you have a play and have you worked on it? Okay, we'll do that in practice. Again, you can't do all of these every day, but make sure you add that time to it. After you've done all that, after you've scrimmaged, this is where I like to get in the shooting. Why do I like doing shooting at the end? Any thoughts? Any ideas? Tired. Exactly. You're tired. So your shooting drills. And I've gone too long already. You can divide into bigs and smalls. You can take, let me just have first 6 guys step out here, next 6 guys go down there. You guys are in the right corner down there. Take 2 balls down there. Okay. Right corner. Grab the ball on the baseline right there. Okay. Now you can do this for time. You can do it for, and you guys are step on the floor. You're 1 line. Okay. All you're going to do is 1 line facing the basket from the right corner. Facing the basket. Yep. Step on. Right there. Perfect. You're going to shoot the ball, and let me have the last guy go underneath the basket. Last guy underneath the basket. Last guy. No. Last guy. Stay there. You're my knockdown shooter. Yeah. I know where are you going. You're going to handle it. You're going to get in your wiggle, and you're going to score. All right. So all you're going to do, shoot. Guy that's rebounding, throw it to the next guy in line. After you shoot, go in to get the rebound. Not your own rebound. You're just getting the rebound. Okay. Throw it to the next guy without a ball. All right. You guys are competing against these guys, and we'll just go for 30 seconds, all right? Ready? Keep track of your makes. Count out loud, as you, I want to hear 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. 15 seconds. Louder. Louder. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Game. Stop. Okay, so this game, go ahead and come on down, guys, so you guys understand the game. You can take, and go ahead and have a seat. So you can do it, what we would do for 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. You were competing against each other, but they had to get 100 makes in 5 minutes. Okay? That was the drill. But one of the things that you see that happens, if a guy misses and you mess up the rebound, and this guy now throws a tracer at that guy's head, and the guy over here throws a nice little soft bounce pass, what's going to happen to your teammate? His head will go flying somewhere, okay? It's okay to talk, all right? And so the deal is, what do you need to do if that's happening? Communicate. It is, and I cannot stress how, it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to be wrong. Now, you can't make the same mistake 25 times, okay? But it's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay to not talk to each other. This is your teammate. You want him to be successful. If one guy wins, we all win. If we win, each individual wins, okay? So you can do team shooting. You can take 3 guys, 2 balls, if you got 4 baskets like Coach was saying, and say, okay, 1 guy's rebounding, 1 guy's shooting, 1 guy's shooting, 1 guy's passing. and you have 4 baskets, 3 guys at a basket, and you go run corner elbow, this guy makes 5, rotate, this guy makes 5, this guy makes, and you get a winner, okay? And you make it competitive that way. You can do the team shooting. There's all kinds of drills. I'm sure that you have them, and I hope that you share them with each other. But going to your shooting. The last thing, going to free throws. And again, it's always hard to make free throws. What's the one thing we do when we shoot free throws? We all do it. What's the penalty? Everybody lines up. You shoot free throws, and what happens? They miss or they make, and what happens if they miss? They run. Okay? That's it. Everybody runs. Okay? So mix in other things. One of the things that we do with the national team, we'll get on the free throw line and we'll put 3 guys at a basket or however, and we play a streaks game. And it's, you know, sometimes it's running, sometimes it isn't, sometimes there's other things involved. But we say, okay, you're going to shoot free throws for 5 minutes, and the winning team is the team that has the longest streak. Okay? So if you, instead of shoot 2 and rotate, you're going to shoot 1. Next guy, step on 1, 1, 1. So let's say they make 10 in a row. Okay? They've got the streak of 10, another basket. They don't know what the streaks are. But your goal is, now there's the individual pressure of shooting with your teammate and say, hey, we got to win this. We got to get we got to get our streak. Okay? The counter to that is, what if 2 teams have a streak of 10? Well, keep track of your total makes also. So the final, if you're the longest streak, that's the win. If there's 2 streaks that are tied, then you put on the most makes. But the bottom line is, add variety to your practice. And that's usually what you end with. If you have time to break, if you have individual work, ability to work with guys individually, that's a great thing. But the stretch at the end, again, if you can use the 2 hours to be on the floor and stretch somewhere else, okay, in the gym where maybe your stretch is climbing the rock wall that's on the basketball court, I don't know. But the bottom line is, I know that there's a million things that go on here. And I understand that basketball, it's a battle for us. But it's a huge responsibility. Is there anybody in here? I have to believe, you know why I know that you love this game? Because you're here. You're here. That lets me know you love this game. Okay? And you want to get better. Okay? So now, I hope that with the triangle offense, the super secret triangle offense, which I couldn't come in here and see, and in my days in San Antonio, trust me, I saw it a lot. But that stuff, I hope you learned a lot from. And I hope you learned a lot from this. But at the end of the day, we have to be better. And the people that weren't here today for whatever reason, whether by choice or by circumstance, help them get better. We have to make basketball better in this country. Because it's not, look, these guys are good players. Do you guys want to be coached? Yeah. Do you love playing the game? Yeah. Like, when I say communicate, does it make you feel bad, or does it make you feel good, or does it make you feel like, yeah, I need to do it? What is it? Yeah. But we're all afraid, like, not afraid, it's not the right word, we just don't do it. But we need it. It's hard. Our captain for the national team is sitting back there. Okay? It's hard to do that. It's hard. It's a demanding responsibility. But the second part of it is, if we as coaches are going to demand that they communicate, well, what do we have to do? What do we have to do? We have to communicate. We have to do, if we're going to ask them to do it, well, then we better be doing that. We're the example. So again, what I'm asking you is, as you leave here today, let's go find a way to continue to make Great Britain basketball, England basketball, make it better. Make it better. Make players better. Make yourself better. And I know you want to do that because you're here tonight. All right? So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope that I gave you something that was insightful. And again, don't walk out of here with that. If there's somebody here, meet somebody here. If you don't know anybody here, meet somebody here tonight and share ideas. Make each other better. Thank you. Sorry that I went for 3 hours.
No, it's all right.